This is the Region Rush.
It's the ESPN 97.7 Region Rush. He's Lawrence. I'm Andy. We're ready to rush. Best 9 plays in Region this week. Number 9, we go to the Thunderdome. Ethan Bateman sends it back, packing against Pineview. What a stud down low, protecting the rim for the Thunder. Speaking of studs, the freight train, Aaron Munson driving into a triple team, finishing and one for the big fella. Number 7, Cam Dyer looking like MJF, faking one way, spinning, fading away, and knocking it down. That was in clutch time, too, for the Flyers. Marcus McCone, George Mikan move. That's a thing of beauty. Makes Coach Winters very proud with the footwork there for Crimson Cliffs. Here's Rushton Shaw. He could go all the way. He does. He was on the rush last week. He's still glowing after that appearance. Here's number 4. Hallie Smith from the corner puts this game on ice with a dagger. And now we jump around for the last 3. We go back. Marcus McCone again in transition. Travis Matthews throws it up. McCone throws it down. Big win on the road. And then Lyman Simmons, the big fella. Patented spin, 2-fisted finish right in front of his student section. But we've got to give number 1 to the sophomore. Owen Mackey gives, then goes, flies up high, and puts it down. Owen Mackey, our Zion Trophies and Awards play of the game. And can't wait for Friday night. Look ahead brought to you by Ideal Home and Paint. Pineview will be at Hurricane on ESPN 97.7. Bear River coming down to play Crimson Cliffs. That game will be on KDXU. And Desert Hills heading up to play the Cedar Reds. We'll see you guys on Friday night.
Hey, this is Matt Hickman with Academy Mortgage. Hey, rates are good right now. Lots of opportunity in the housing market. Give me a call.
Welcome back, Region Rush. Time now for our player spotlight, brought to you by the Matt Hickman team at Academy Mortgage. We got the champs in the house, Snow Canyon Warriors, winning Region 10 last night in dramatic fashion at senior night. We got the whole dang teams here, all the coaches. Thanks so much for coming, guys. And we're going to talk to some of them. This is Caleb, who had a great season. And we talk about the offense of this team and all the talent. Everybody on this team seems like they could drop 20. But I think what really makes you guys special is defensively, you've been committed all season long, and you've been a huge part of that, Caleb. Talk about the team's commitment to defense.
I just think that defense has been our number 1 priority. Defense wins championships, and that's what we preach in the locker room.
Love it. Love it. Awesome. Let's go to Zach. Senior night last night, you made 10 plays on defense that got the crowd going, 10 plays on offense. Mm-hmm. You were all over the place making jump shots. What was senior night like for you in the jungle last night?
It was the best. I loved it. I just went in and did what Coach wanted me to do.
And that's kind of been your lunch pail guy. You're a team player right? Lunch pail. You guys know that term? Yeah, that means he does anything. Talk about how excited you are about the playoff run coming up.
Oh, it's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, let's go to Lyman. Lyman, what happened last night was Owen brought down the house with his dunk. And then late in the game, you're like, I got to get one in here on senior night in front of the crowd. And you got one and you just did a wheel and threw it down. Tell me about that play against Crimson last night.
Oh, I just, after Owen dunked it, it gave me a lot of energy, and I wanted to dunk it too. So
yeah. That brought down the house.
Yeah.
Kids were doing CPR to each other in the student section. All right, let's go to Bowen. Bowen, awesome season. You didn't get a dunk last night. You did in you know what? Bowen might have the dunk of the year, but it was before a game, and I'm going to play it right now in post, but you go between your legs and you threw it down. It was remarkable. But just tell me in general about your season this year and how excited you are for the playoffs, Bowen.
I just feel like it's a fun group of guys to play with. Everyone knows, we just have a bond that's more than just teammates. We're all friends, and it's going to be fun going into the state.
All right. Let's go over here. We got Bryson Baker, senior night last night. You're walking out with your parents. That was a cool moment, I'm sure, and the fans, and just that the student section did something I'd never seen before. They shut the lights off. They're running in from the balcony. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah, tell me about your game last night. How fun it was.
Senior night was fun. The stands were packed. It was really loud. I think at one point we had a Owen Mackey dunk, and they shut it down, They broke the bleachers in the student section, so it was awesome. It was a fun night.
Yeah, awesome. Let's go to Walker. Kind of bittersweet moment for you, War, because of the injury, but that was you got like a standing ovation because of all your contributions to Warrior basketball. You've been playing varsity basketball forever, it seems like. What was that like for you? I'm sure it was emotional.
Yeah, it was pretty emotional, but I mean, that trophy was a long time coming, and I'm glad that I got to spend it with my teammates, and I trust them, and I'm glad that they could pull that out.
All right, let's go to Coach Meach over here. What is it about this crew? I mean, usually when we have teams come in, they bring 3 or 4 guys. Everybody showed up, and they love being together. It seems like a really fun group to coach.
That's kind of what this group is about. It was kind of next man up, different situations, different injuries at different times, foul trouble at different times, and it was who's ready to step up, and that's it. They've showed up to practice every day, willing and wanting to work, and excited for the end of the year.
All right, Lyman, come on over here by me. Stand right there. Now, Owen, you come stand right here. Owen, if given the opportunity, could you dunk over Lyman Simmons?
Well, I feel like if I had the adrenaline, I could definitely dunk on him, but he's a great player and protects the rim very well, so it would be challenging.
Okay, so he kind of hedged his answer there a little bit to be humble. Lyman, could he dunk on you?
No, I don't know.
They're both humble guys. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to do our Pistol Pete off right here on The Rush. Quick break, back with more right after this.
Ideal Home and Paint. Ideal has all the top quality brands like PPG, Pratt & Lambert, and Cimarron floor epoxy coatings. Ideal has that. Check out their paint design center, 4096 South River Road, or call 656.
Welcome back, Region Rush. It's time for our player challenge. We're having a Pistol Pete off, spinning the ball on our finger. How many of you guys even know who Pete Maravich is? Okay, everybody. That's good. All right. The person that does it the longest wins. 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome back, Region Rush. Time now for our Gallion Welker and Beckstrom Player Spotlight. We got the champs in the house. Desert Hills Lady Thunder, back-to-back region champs, and they haven't lost a game in 2 years in region. We've got Sade Turlington, Julia Jacobson, Sadell Springer, and Olivia Clough. And we're going to pepper them with questions here. They're very excited to be here, and they're not nervous at all. Let's start with you, Sadell. Going into the season, coming off an undefeated region season, is it as expected? I mean, is it kind of like we knew this was going to happen, and it's happened, right? Pretty incredible.
Yeah, I feel like we all were pretty confident, like, the start of the season. And, I mean, we're a completely different team now, like, towards the end of the season. But we started off pretty good, and I feel like we're ending off pretty good. So
that's good. Playing your best basketball at the right time. Let's go to Olivia. What is the biggest strength of this team? Because I know last year you guys had some size down in the post. You still got a little bit of size, but you seem to be awesome in transition. You're shooting the ball really well. But what's like the number one thing that you guys hang your hat on this year, would you say?
Definitely defense. We're all great defenders, and we're quick. And something that creates our offense is our defense and getting those runs, like you said, transition. Yeah. We're really good on transitioning and pushing the ball, not only because each of us are fast and quick to where we can run the ball, but creating that defensive pressure makes them make mistakes. Absolutely. So that we get those transitions. So that's definitely our number one thing.
And I've seen it pulling your highlights. You guys get a ton of steals and a bunch of easy transition buckets. Julia, comparing this year to last year when you guys went to the semis in the playoffs, how confident are you with this group in going even further this season?
I feel like we all have experience playing at state, and we all know what it's like there. And so I feel like we can use our experience to our advantage against other teams. We all are hungry to get a comeback. We want to win it this year.
Awesome. Sade, we know that you guys are the number 2 seed in the tournament. We know you played Ridgeline, who's the number 1 seed earlier on. You lost that game, but how much do you feel like the team has grown from that point in the season to now?
Definitely because it was one of our first games, and compared to now, I think we're definitely ready to take them on and we can beat them.
You guys have practice here in like 30 minutes, so we appreciate you swinging by and squeezing us in here at the Rush. Sade, what is the worst thing about practice? Coach Danas, what's the thing that you hate the most about practice?
Definitely the conditioning.
It's good for us. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's made us a better team, especially with like helping us on defense and our transition, how we run teams out of the floor. So.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
You have to run. But that's why you guys are so good in transition, because you run like crazy. So congratulations. That is a remarkable back-to-back region champs. Haven't lost a region game in 2 years. Congratulations to all of you, and good luck in the tournament. We'll be there announcing it, and can't wait to see you guys in action.
Thank you.
All right, Desert Hills Lady Thunder, congrats. Another awesome season. Playoffs get underway, and we've got it for you right here on ESPN Radio. We're going to take a quick break. Back with more right after this on the Region Rush. Time now for our panel segment, brought to you by Ideal Home and Paint. Check out their beautiful showroom, 4096 South River Road, your home improvement experts in Southern Utah since 1975. We got Rustin Burnside. We've got Devin Dixon doing some bracketology, getting us ready for Friday night.
AT, what's up, buddy? Hey, all you Region 10 basketball fans, it's playoff time. Here we go. I love where Crimson Cliffs is at in the boys bracket. They dodge a Region 10 team in the first round. They'll host Bear River. Casey Winter's old stomping grounds, used to be the coach there. That's going to be a home game for the Mustangs, though. I like them to advance. You know, Snow Canyon and Dixie, the body works in. They're the 1, the 2 seed, but they're both going to have to play region teams, guaranteed, because for the Snow Canyon Warriors, they're going to play the winner of the Pineview Hurricane game, and for Dixie, they're going to have to play the winner of the Desert Hills Cedar game. Now, with only 13 teams in 4A, it just is what it is. You want to be the state champs, you got to beat everybody anyway. The girls bracket with Desert Hills, the 2 seed overall, Snow Canyon, the 4 seed. I look at those 2 teams and I say, okay, I think they got a chance to make a run. So it's going to be fun. Of course, we're going to have all of the games for you on 97.7 ESPN on the boys side. And we're going to stream all the boys and girls state tournament on our website, sportsradio977.com, as well as shoot the film for our friends up at KSL. So enjoy the playoffs, baby.
But I'm going to target in on the Desert Hills Thunder specifically. And the reason why is because they finished the season playing some of their best basketball all year. They won 2 straight and scored 60-plus in both of those games, wins over Pineview and Cedar. They had only done that 2 times prior in the whole regular season. So their offense is on a new level. They're getting contributions from Eric Olson. Chomp Jones is back. Lincoln Holmes is a microwave scorer, can heat up at any time. So that offense has found a new level. Next to that, when they beat Pineview and they took care of Cedar, Cedar's who they play in the first round. This is a team they've taken down, they have confidence, they know they can beat, and if they get past the Reds, they take on a Dixie Flyer squad who they nearly upset on the road not too long ago in a 1-point loss. So based on how the bracket lines up, if I had to pick a specific sleeper team, I think Desert Hills has the perfect lineup to make a little bit of noise in the playoffs.
All right, thanks, Devin. Thanks, Rustin. We'll see you guys Friday night right here on ESPN, and we'll see you next week on the Region Rush.